What if judge not does not mean what most people think it means? What if Jesus was not telling us to ignore sin, but warning us about a dangerous kind of blindness? Most people quote judge not as if Jesus means never correct anyone, never call anything wrong, never make moral judgments. But when you read the full context, Jesus is saying something much deeper. He is not banning discernment. He is exposing hypocrisy. Before we start, click the first link in the description for your free ultimate study guide. Number 1. Jesus is talking about hypocritical judgment. In Matthew 7, Jesus says, "Judge not that you be not judged." But he does not stop there. He says the measure you use will be measured back to you. Then he gives a strange picture. A man sees a speck in his brother's eye while he has a log in his own eye. That image is almost funny. Someone with a wooden beam sticking out of his face is trying to perform eye surgery on someone else. That is the point. Jesus is not condemning all correction. He is condemning hypocritical correction, the kind that is harsh toward others and blind toward yourself, the kind that loves exposing someone else's speck because it distracts from your own log. That is the first secret. Jesus is not saying never help your brother see. He is saying first, make sure you can see. Number 2, Jesus actually says to remove the speck. This is the part people miss. After Jesus says to remove the log from your own eye, he does not say, now leave your brother alone forever. He says, then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. That means the goal is not silence, the goal is clear sight. Jesus wants correction to happen, but only after repentance, only after humility, only after self-examination. Because a proud person with truth can still damage people. Truth in the hands of hypocrisy becomes a weapon, but truth in the hands of humility becomes healing. That is why the eye image matters. A speck in the eye hurts. It irritates. It blinds. If you really love your brother, you do not pretend the speck isn't there. You help remove it carefully. But you cannot do delicate surgery with a log in your own face. Number 3. Judge not does not cancel discernment. In the same chapter, Jesus tells people to beware of false prophets. He says, you will know them by their fruits. Think about that. How can you beware of false prophets without discernment? How can you inspect fruit without making a judgment? So Jesus cannot be saying, never evaluate anything. He is warning against proud, hypocritical, condemning judgment, but he still calls his people to wisdom, discernment, fruit inspection, truth. And this fits the whole Bible. The prophets judged sin. John the Baptist confronted sin. Paul corrected churches. Jesus himself called out hypocrisy. So the issue is not whether judgment exists. The issue is what kind of judgment it is. Is it humble? Is it truthful? Is it loving? Is it aimed at restoration? Or is it self-righteous, harsh, selective, blind? That's the deeper revelation. Judge not is not a shield to protect sin from being named. It is a mirror that forces the judge to be judged first. Before I talk about your pride, I must examine mine. Before I expose your anger, I must bring mine to God. Before I correct your blindness, I must ask if I'm walking around with a log in my own eye. That does not remove truth. It purifies the person speaking it. From a Christian perspective, Jesus is the only one who sees perfectly. He has no log, no hypocrisy, no hidden sin, no corrupt motive. And yet the one judge who could condemn us came to save us. At the cross, Jesus did not ignore sin, he carried it. He did not pretend evil was fine, he paid for it. So Christian correction should never sound like superiority. It should sound like one rescued sinner helping another sinner see clearly. That's what judge not really means. Not moral silence, not cowardice, not pretending everything is okay. It means take the log out first. because Jesus did not say there was no speck. He said your brother's eye matters enough that you must become humble enough to help him see.